Many thanks for joining us. This is the news on Galaxy Television, broadcasting to viewers here in Nigeria, West Africa, and across the globe. My name is Tife Tanemomo. First, the headlines. Thousands of Nigerian youths challenge heavy presence of security officers to hold a car procession at the Lekki Tollgate in Lagos to mark anniversary of the EndSARS protest, which met with resistance from the police department as they were tear-gassed. Plus on the news, anti-riot policemen in Abuja prevent EndSARS protesters from anywhere close to the National Assembly as the group marks anniversary of the protest against police brutality. And outside Nigeria, a bomb attack on a military bus kills 14 people in central Damascus. Those are our top stories. We'll bring you details shortly. A very warm welcome to you once again. President Muhammadu Buhari Wednesday in Abuja heaps praises on Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan for opening his country's borders to accommodate millions of refugees in dire need of humanitarian support. Buhari said his Turkish counterpart has set an example to the rest of the world in how to treat refugees. On the accomplishments from the visit, President Buhari said they held very useful discussions on a number of bilateral issues aimed at strengthening the cordial relationship between Nigeria and Turkey. He said 8 major agreements and MOUs on a number of key sectors, including energy, defense, industry, mining, and hydrocarbons, among others, were signed at the meeting with agreement for immediate implementation. In his remarks, President Erdogan stressed that Turkey was determined to improve relations with Nigeria to higher levels on all fields. He said the trade volume between both countries reached $2 billion in 2020, making Nigeria the outstanding and biggest trading partner in sub-Saharan Africa. And now to our trending story, Nigerian celebrities, including Fowls and thousands of Nigerian youths, defies heavy presence of security officers to hold a car procession at the Lekki Tollgate in Lagos to mark anniversary of the #EndSARS protest. Galaxy's Kelly Egiga was there and reports.
It's the morning of October 20, 2021. And exactly 1 year since Nigerians took to the street to protest police brutality with the #EndSARS. My team and I arrived at the Lekki Tollgate, venue for the EndSARS anniversary, which is scheduled for 8 a.m. Meanwhile, we are quickly greeted by the heavy security presence, including the police, Lagos neighborhood security, vigilante groups, and some without uniform. But after a while, the protesters begin to appear in cars with the Nigerian flag, blaring their horns and chanting solidarity songs. My cameraman, Daniel Tanimo, and I spot some Nigerian celebrities, including Fowls, Sheyi, and other protesters.
You know why it's important? Now they kill our people. We have to memorialize them. You know why it's important? Of course not. Now, I'm even offended that you're asking me that question. Have you seen justice for anybody that they killed? You're still asking me whether it has been met. Of course it has not been met.
We are doing what we have to do in honor of the people that we believe were lost. Yes. I mean, people say they did not, people say they do, but for those of us that believe that something happened, we are here to support that cause. We will not, because they were fighting for us. Yeah. Even if they say it was a lie, I'll still come out for them. Because they were fighting for me, my children to come, my family around, so I'll come out.
I will not say I've seen any significant changes. To continue to engage and to show that you are not cowards, say you understand. What happened this time last year was very inhuman.
Yes. Total injustice. And a lot of people saw what happened, and they are still trying to cover it up till now. They are still not coming through to us. They are lying. They are killing us, shooting civilians.
Important because they killed our children, and we want everything to change in Nigeria. We want things to change in Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to the now generation, not to those people. So this is critically important, and I will always support our youth.
There must be a change. One Nigeria, we're fed up. EndSARS must continue until there's a change.
1 year since we lost our fellow Nigerians, innocent Nigerians. And nothing has been done, no form of justice.
Shot. Our mothers were shot. Our fathers were shot. Do you expect us to forget? No, we will not forget.
In another twist, a mild drama ensues as some persons, including journalists, are harassed and arrested during the car procession.
My name is Abisola Alaode. Everyone can confirm this. My phones, my ID card, my cards, my driver's license, everything has been taken away. And it looks like they're about to take me to where I have no idea. I'm a journalist, for Christ's sake.
My car, and they drove me back inside this useless thing. I didn't do anything. See my camera, see everything. See my mic.
What's the name of your media house?
360, see my mic, everything. Arrest this
Meanwhile, the memorial parade continues as the youths appear undeterred, marching with their fists held high as others wave the Nigerian flag. The protesters also call on the Nigerian government to provide answers to the Lekki tollgate shootings and indeed a better Nigeria.
Heroes, all we want is justice! Justice! Justice for our fallen heroes! Nigerians were killed for nothing. The youth were killed. What kind of country is this? So today, we demand justice once again.
Where did they shoot you?
And then, the Lagos Commissioner of Police, Hakeem Odumusu, arrives, and our camera lenses catches officers firing tear gas canisters at the peaceful protesters.
What is your name? What is your name? John.
The Commissioner of Police makes attempts to justify the actions of the police force. Assistant leaders of the EndSARS protest told him the event ended at 10 a.m. even though there are no known leaders of the protesters.
I called, I discussed with the organizers. They said they are finished as at 10 a.m. this morning. Who are these miscreants? That's how it started. I started killing people now, so started attacking people, started burning houses. We won't go to allow that.
And so the demands of the EndSARS protest 1 year after this particular event took place is very simple. They do want justice for the lives that were lost at the Lekki Toll Plaza. They do want justice for the lives that were injured at the Lekki Toll Gate when that protest happened, and when, of course, police and the army reportedly shot at, of course, innocent protesters. They are calling for a better Nigeria. They are calling for a better justice system, and, of course, they are calling for a better leadership from the Nigerian government. From the Lekki Toll Plaza here in Lagos, I am Kelly Egiga, reporting for Galaxy Television News.
We're still with the hashtag EndSARS protest for a moment, but now in Abuja. The hashtag EndSARS protesters staged a peaceful protest to commemorate the October 2020 protest, which claimed lives of many Nigerian youths. The youths came out in their numbers as early as 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning, singing solidarity songs and carrying placards of different inscriptions. Although they sought to make their way to the National Assembly gate, but their plans were expectedly thwarted by the array of security operatives who again stormed Unity Fountain takeoff point of the peaceful rally. While speaking with journalists during the rally, protesters frowned at the police action, saying the exercise was just to commemorate the day and death of their colleagues who died during the police brutality against EndSARS protesters last year.
The essence of our gathering here today is not only to celebrate our comrades who have made the possible sacrifice for this movement, one house, that we are here as a mark of respect for one of the greatest movements of our time, one of the greatest movements of our generation, that we are here to remember the lives lost, we are here to remember the limbs lost, the legs lost, we are here to remember and we are waking the consciousness of our people.
That 1 year after one of the most egregious atrocities committed, a set of atrocities committed against young people in this country. Those young people who came out on the 20th of October, in October of 2020, which culminated in the massacre of these young people, peaceful young people at Lekki Toll Gate, that will be here to remember them. But we are not just here for memorial. We are also here to commemorate one of the greatest rebellions of the last 20 years in this country.
We are progressing to National Assembly before the Nigerian police officers came to stop us here. I know this is part of the impunity we're talking about. We have a Nigerian police force who has misplaced their priority. They are supposed to protect protesters and ensure that everything is peaceful. You can see that this protest is well organized. Nigerians are determined to carry out their message in a convenient manner.
The hashtag EndSARS protesters in Abuja were prevented by anti-riot policemen in Abuja from anywhere close to the National Assembly Wednesday as the group marks anniversary of the protest against police brutality. Galaxy's Godfrey Shumogi reports that the group led by activist Omoyele Shore said nothing has changed 1 year since the hashtag EndSARS protest and brutal use of force on the protesters.
We're here because it's 1 year already for the Lekki massacre. It's 1 year, and it's really sad that there are some families right now that are not complete because of the Lekki massacre. Of course, we are not happy. That's why we're on Black and Black today, because I feel like as Nigerian citizens, we deserve better. We're not to suffer now. We deserve better.
We were on our way in fulfillment of the obligation we have this morning to assemble at the Unity Fountain and march onwards to our representatives in the National Assembly to register our grievances that since the 20th of October massacre in Lekki in Lagos, nothing has been done.
We are progressing to National Assembly. We need to place our demand to the legislators. We really need to know what they are doing exactly, where they are being paid every day. We expect before Nigerians will even come out, ordinary members of National Assembly should be able to place demands on the executive to ensure that we develop a society that we can be proud of.
What they want to do is to assault people again today. They want the world to see that they are the same police that did not change months ago.
You're still on the news on Galaxy Television. We'll go on a break now. When we return, hashtag EndSARS protesters in Oyo State demand the unconditional release of 11 persons arrested in Ibadan by the police force. Stay with us, please. Welcome back. Many thanks to our online viewers for watching the news across all our social media platforms. Now, for more updates and latest news, visit our website at www.galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. You can also avail our Eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. If you have breaking news around you, simply share your story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818-6666-669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comments. As Nigerians recall the mayhem and killings of innocent citizens on October 20, 2020, #EndSARS protesters in Oyo State demand the unconditional release of 11 persons arrested in Ibadan by the police force. The protesters, under the umbrella of Take It Back movement, converge on the Iwo Road roundabout in Ibadan, the state capital, and moving round major streets in Ibadan, calling for a positive change in the country. Correspondent Kunle Ojo completes the story.
Security was beefed up across major trouble spots in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, following the planned protest by some groups to commemorate the October 20, 2020 EndSARS protest in Nigeria. At the convergent points in Iwo Road, officers of the counter-terrorism units, mobile policemen, and regular officers were seen at strategic locations to ensure safety of lives and property. Also, vehicular movement was unhindered while residents were seen going about their regular activities. The protesters later emerged from the Ojo end of Ibadan with placards of various inscriptions and chanted various solidarity songs. The protesters thereafter moved around Iwo Road while police protested from being hijacked. A cross-section of protesters who spoke with journalists demanded the release of 11 suspects arrested by the police, adding that the country has failed to learn from the event of October 20, 2020.
Have power to deny us or to stop us to exercise our constitutional rights. We have come in our numbers to let Oyo State government, Seyi Makinde, that it should free Oyo 11. While he discussed at his executive meeting, we heard him. Our ears are all ears.
Tired. I am tired. My name is Mike. I am tired. I am tired of this country. And we are not after the police. I'm not after them. You see me with gun? No. I want in Nigeria that we work for all of us. Let's make it work together. We are tired. I cannot work. I cannot go out anywhere. I'll be another people tonight.
A member of the movement whose sister remains in the custody of the police speaks on the ordeal of the family.
My brother was unlawfully arrested around 3 a.m. on November 13 from his residence, and you have been tagged as a criminal. You have been tagged as those that murdered the police people in Iwo Road here. But my brother was not among them. That is one. And number two, the women that was shown on TV, that they're those that murdered the police, they allow them to go free. What I'm asking Seyi Makinde should please release my brother. We have suffered enough.
At the governor's office in Agodi, the protesters were prevented from entering the secretariat by security personnel, but were later addressed by the executive assistant to Governor Makinde on security, Sunday Odukoya, who called for calm.
For Oyo State government believes in rule of law. This particular issue is already in court, and if the judiciary are clamoring for independence of the judiciary, I think there shouldn't be any interference in this matter. We should allow the court to do the needful. And once they come out with the result, everybody will see. And aggrieved party then can go for another redress.
The protesters moved around different areas such as Iwo Road, Idiakwe, Gate, and Mokola. In all, the exercise was peaceful as of the time of compiling these reports. From Ibadan, Kunle Ojo, Galaxy TV.
In Oyo State, the Commissioner of Police, Ngozi Onodeko, has called for mutual support and cooperation of residents of the state towards ensuring peace and orderliness. She also called for calm just as residents continue to commemorate the anniversary of EndSARS. Onodeko, who spoke with journalists at the command headquarters in Eleyele after the on-spot assessment of some troubled areas in the capital, said Ibadan and other parts of the state remain peaceful despite the protest staged by some groups.
Entire Oyo State is calm. We took position since yesterday night. We've been patrolling. We've had our convoy patrol, joint show of force with other sister agencies. So I think it has paid off. Everybody is going about their lawful business. Even as we went round, since morning we've been out, even as we went round, everywhere is calm. Everybody is going about their lawful business.
The Commissioner of Police appealed to parents and guardians to monitor the movement of their children and wards at this time.
Protest or violence, it doesn't pay. So why do we even have to destroy the little that we have? The government is doing so much to make sure that we have those infrastructures. So why should we now come and destroy them? I think they've, we've spoken to them, we spoke with stakeholders, with everybody to tell them that peace is the only way, communication. So I think it paid off for us.
Now, 1 year after the #EndSARS protest rocked major cities in Nigeria, the protesters claim the aim of the protest is yet to be achieved. On the state's Galaxy TV correspondent Shegun Faloma, who monitored the protest, now reports.
The protesters gathered at the old garage area of Akure, the Ondo State capital, as early as 7 a.m. for the one-year remembrance of the EndSARS protest. Officers and men of the Nigerian Police Force, led by a Deputy Commissioner of Police, were seen some few meters away from the protesters to maintain law and order. They moved through major streets within the state capital, chanting various songs and displayed placards with various inscriptions. They did the work at the police headquarters, and they were received by the Commissioner of Police in the state, Bolaji Salami.
People who are suffering justice from anti-kidnapping squad of the police force of the state. Anti-robbery, whether it is SARS or SWAT, sir, the operation still continues. The brutality still continues. Anti-kidnapping, anti-gun and all of these, let us from time to time continue to have public engagement with the officers that have been sent to the road.
The police commissioner received a letter of demand and implementation from the protesters on behalf of the state's governor. He, however, praised them for their orderliness and comportment and promised to deliver the letter to the state governor.
Governor of the state, because their demands are highlighted there. So on our part, we make sure that it gets to the governor, and the governor will take necessary steps. And on the part of the policemen, the erring policemen, we have been saying it all the time that citizens should always let us know what happened and where it happened. We will take appropriate action.
From Akure, Shegun Falomo reporting for Galaxy TV News.
And now, in another twist, members of the civil society organizations and youth in Edo State participating in the memorial EndSARS protest in Benin on Wednesday staged a peaceful protest in commemoration of the anniversary and people who lost lives to the protest, which was largely peaceful, as security operatives comprising officials of Nigerian Police Department of State Services, DSS, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and other paramilitary groups took over the museum ground venue of the protest as early as 7:30 a.m. Some of the leaders of the different civil society groups spoke on the need for the anniversary as well as the continuous police brutality in the country. This infuriated the CSO member who said he was conveying an amputee victim of the #EndSARS protest to the ground. The victim was reportedly amputated after security operatives reportedly rammed into him and others during the protest last year.
Police brutality alone, they targeted for the corruption in our nation. Politicians, most especially our legislators, their take-home on monthly basis are billions.
After EndSARS protest, the story cements in medicine. Police is still extorting. Police is still extorting. 1 day here, it's not a week, that policeman was harassing and assaulting in Nigeria, in Kogi. 1 day here, a youth couple was molested by the Nigerian army.
We peregrinated or evaporated our contents here with immediate effect and alacrity is to say Caputo Rejetamenta to the very conspicuous extrajudicial killings of our youth by security agencies.
Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa inaugurated a 7-man public complaints committee to look into human rights abuses and synergize with the police on modalities to check abuses in the state. The committee, which was drawn from the human rights community, the legal community and the police, has the governor as a chairman of the committee. Governor Okowa says he hopes to use his position as a committee chairman to maintain the rights of citizens and men of the Nigerian police force.
A committee that will oversee the issues of the protection of the rights of citizens as it relates to its relationship not only with the police force but all security agencies, and a committee that will also be in a position to advise government on what should be done in this circumstance. A committee that will receive reports from our liaison agents who relate between us and the police.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, says the claim of massacre of some Nigerians during the nationwide mass protest against police brutality was not true. The minister stated this while addressing journalists on the commemoration of the #EndSARS protest, which was held across the country on Wednesday. Mohammed said the narrative by CNN that Nigerian soldiers massacred protesters at the Lekki tollgate in Lagos State last year was fake news. Mohammed said Wednesday marks the anniversary of the untrue massacre at Lekki tollgate in Lagos, which was the culmination of an otherwise peaceful protest that was later hijacked by hoodlums.
The preponderance of evidence against any massacre at the Lekki tollgate on October 20, 2020, we are once again reiterating what we said a year ago, that 1, the military did not shoot at protesters at the Lekki tollgate on October 20, 2020, and there was no massacre at the tollgate.
And here in Lagos, Nollywood actor Olariwaju Omiyinka, also known as Baba Ijesha, is back at the Lagos State Special Offences Court in Ikeja. The actor has been involved in a rape saga since April 2022, when the Lagos State Police Command arrested him for allegedly sexually assaulting a 14-year-old foster daughter of a popular comedian princess. The child forensic expert, Anike Ajayi Kayode, who is the executive director of the CC Yara Foundation, informed the court that the case of Omiyinka was referred to her by the Special Criminal Investigation Department, SCID, of the Lagos State Command, Nigerian Police Force Forensic Investigation. Galaxy's Valerie Chioma reports that Ajayi Kayode, who was led in evidence by the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, Olayinka Adeyemi, said The outcome of her forensic investigation revealed that the perpetrator engaged the child in sexual activities twice when she was 7 years old.
Pro-examination of the forensic expert brought by the prosecution, so it was examined in chief at the last adjourned date, and today we had the opportunity to cross-examine her, and that was all that took place today, nothing more than that. So tomorrow is another day for prosecution.
I think you are aware that the witness.
The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, files a case at the International Court of Justice, ICJ, against the Nigerian government for alleged rights infringement. The secessionist group also alleges that the Nigerian government sponsored a damning article in the Washington Post by an American-based professor. This is a detail of the report.
Nnamdi Kanu, leader of secessionist group IPOB, faces an amended 7-count suit bordering on alleged treasonable felony instituted by the Nigerian government. The group, on the other hand, has instituted a legal action against the Nigerian government at the International Criminal Court and International Court of Justice ICJ. These bordering on alleged rights infringement. Bruce Fain, an American lawyer of IPOB, says his client Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB has suffered unfair treatment.
After I completed my work in Geneva, then I traveled to Athens. I am working with the foreign ministries of Greece and Israel to sue the government of Nigeria in the International Court of Justice that sits in The Hague. The International Court of Justice is not like the International Criminal Court. The International Court of Justice only entertains suits between nations. But we think this is important to have a platform that exposes the daily horrors and atrocities that are inflicted on peaceful civilians in the Southeast.
A defamation suit has also been filed against American professor Ivan Kashin, who published a controversial article on Washington Times seeking that IPOB be branded a terrorist organization.
It's a 21-count defamation suit for the attempt to ruin the reputation of IPOB in the United States, not only against the author, who seems to be a Moroccan who worked in Buhari's campaign under David Axelrod earlier in 2015, but against his employer, the University of Baltimore, which we suspect received money from the government of Nigeria in order to permit this professor to identify himself with the government. And also, we suspect that the Washington Times, which was the newspaper organ that published this article, of being paid off in some way or other to publish something that clearly would not meet journalistic standards under any ordinary test.
On their part, Nigerian lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu called on the authorities to ensure he is brought to court for the resumption of his trial, while correcting some misinformation on Kanu allegedly jumping bail.
There's no excuse or place to hide whatsoever, again, to justify doing the contrary. Because as part of the document they serve on us, accompanying the amended charge, someone can amend the charge, they also file an affidavit of completion of investigation on the matter. So there's they cannot now hide under the guise that the matter they still being investigated on any offense. So the investigation has been concluded. So tomorrow we're expecting to be in court, and no story. We're not going really to entertain any form of excuse whatsoever from them.
Back in 2017, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, and therefore he deserved what he got. That's wrong. He never jumped bail. He was on bail and bond, subsisting, extant and valid, as of 10th September to 14th September 2017, when the fatal lethal military attacks were launched against him.
Kanu is scheduled to appear before Justice Binta Nyako, Federal High Court in Abuja, on Thursday for the trial. Godfrey Eshemoge, Galaxy News, Abuja.
And now, in line with mandates of promoting peaceful, facilitating finances and capital projects in Africa, the Afrexim Bank is set to develop an African Trade Center in Nigeria. Afrexim Bank's Regional Chief Operating Officer, Anglophone West Africa, Eric Itong, told journalists in Abuja the project will contribute positively to the growth of the Nigerian and regional economic right from the construction phase, as it is expected to provide immediate employment and enhance full implementation of the AFC, FTA, and also promote trade and industry. The regional chief operating officer further stated that the establishment of the trade center will also upscale the bank's effort at bridging the trade gap in Africa.
Yes, there's very strong support from the federal government. The federal government, to start with, donated this piece of land on which this project will be constructed. So let me use this opportunity to thank His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, as well as the Minister of the FCT. They worked very hard to allot this piece of land to Afreximbank. So that's the support. And then, in addition to the land, they are providing the enabling infrastructure, both soft and hard.
You're still on the news on Galaxy Television. It's now time for us to take a break. When we return, more reports come your way. Stay with us. Welcome back. We'll take you to Kaduna State. As the state of insecurity in Northwest has been on the increase, especially in that state where kidnapping of people for ransom is becoming a daily occurrence, despite the security measures taken by government in the state, which includes banning of motorcycle, restrictions of tricycle, and suspending telecommunication network in some local government areas. Some victims of kidnap who spoke with our correspondent Bosan Yakusak narrate their ordeal.
It is in that process that they pulled me out of the vehicle, began to carry my niece and my nephew, pulled out my sister. Then I began to receive beatings I have never received in my entire life. I said the only money we have was the one we want to use to go and look after him in the hospital. We need to do some medical checkup and all that as well. Then they said that they need money. Do I know who they are? I said, I don't know. Money and kidnappers. That they are kidnappers.
I received a call from my in-law that my father, my family have been kidnapped at Rinjana along Abuja, Kaduna Road. So I got up, I tried to make calls, their phones were not going. Later the next day, I received a call from my brother's phone. I heard a voice of somebody, and a known person I don't know. He told me that he was a kidnapper, that he kidnapped my parents, and my brother is now with them. He's requesting for 150 million.
The Kaduna State government has confirmed that no fewer than 334 persons were killed by bandits in the third quarter of 2021. The state government also said a total of 830 persons were kidnapped, while 210 were injured by bandits during the period under review. State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, stated this on Wednesday while presenting the security report to Governor Nasser El-Rufai. Samuel Aruwan also revealed that 69 bandits were killed by security troops in the period under review, while appealing to residents to bear with them following measures put in place to tackle insecurity, which include suspension of telecommunication network in the area. And now to party politics. A group under the name North Central Renaissance Movement says the sheer marginalization of the people in the North Central geopolitical zones of Nigeria over the years must come to an end. The group says it refuses to accept national chairmanship seat of any political party except it produces the 2023 presidency in a forthcoming general election and vows to negotiate its pathway to leadership. At their meeting held in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, the acting chairman of the group, Tanko Atua, and High Chief from Kogi State, Alexandra Onajo, said though the aim of the group is for progress, development, and unity of the country, however, called on people to be united.
Either APC or PDP, either APGA or UNCP, we are for the North Central Nigeria. And we are saying that irrespective of the political party we belong to, we want a North Central presidency, even come 2023 by the grace of God.
Go to Kwara State, it's only one federal road. When you go to Niger State, one federal road. When you go to Kogi State, where I come from, it's one straight road. But when you go to other part of the other 6 geopolitical regions, you see networks of federal government road all over. Straight road.
It begins with all of us. What are we leaving behind for our children? Middle Belt is a political base. If North go, if South go, if West go, they will not do anything without Middle Belt. We are very strong people. God has endowed us like Israelites. We are the stronghold of this country. Yes. But we fail to realize it. Simply because we don't like ourselves.
From North Central to the far north, when the chiefs are down, we are all Ariwas. They use the nomenclature Ariwa to use all the North Central, and when we are done, we are done.
Now, the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Southwest Zone, on Wednesday gave the Ogun State Commissioner of Police, Lanre Bankole, a 12-hour ultimatum to release the former chairman of NANS in the state, Olawale Balogun, who was arrested at the venue of the All Progressive Congress, APC, organized by loyalists of former Governor Ibikunle Amosun last Saturday. Balogun was arrested alongside 5 other loyalists of Amosun for alleged thuggery and being in possession of a prohibited firearm, an English Beretta pistol. They were paraded by the Commissioner of Police at the command's headquarters, Elewero, Abeokuta, on Monday.
Having detained Commander Olawale Balogun for more than 72 hours unlawfully, we demand his immediate and unconditional release from the police custody in Ogun State.
The Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, NMCN, has awarded full accreditation to the Ogun State Schools of Nursing and Midwifery 4 to 5 years after establishment of the school. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tomi Kuka, who disclosed this on Wednesday in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, said the schools would soon be upgraded to a higher national diploma award institution.
It is with great delight and pride in our administration that I inform you of the positive outcome of the recent visit of the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria to Ogun State, which brought about the following. Firstly, full accreditation for all schools of nursing and midwifery for the first time in the 45-year history.
You still on to the news on Galaxy Television. Now, up next is international news.
Welcome to our international news. A bomb attack on a military bus in central Damascus has killed 14 people, Syrian state media say. 2 explosive devices attached to the vehicle blew up as it passed under Jis al-Raiz bridge during the morning rush hour, newsmen reported. Although Syria has been embroiled in civil war for a decade, such attacks on the capital are increasingly rare. Soon afterwards, army shell fire also reportedly killed at least 10 people in the opposition-held northwest. The region is the last stronghold of the rebel and jihadist groups that have been trying to overthrow President Bashar al-Assad since 2011. The war has left at least 350,000 people dead and caused half the population to flee their homes, including almost 6 million refugees abroad. Wednesday's bombing in Damascus was reportedly the deadliest in the city since March 2017, when 31 people were killed in a suicide attack at the main court complex that was claimed by the jihadist group Islamic State (IS). Video from the scene showed the charred remains of the bus with smoke billowing from its broken windows as firefighters put out the flames. Sana said military engineers defused a third explosive device that had fallen from the vehicle. Damascus Police Commander Major General Hussein Juma called the attack a cowardly act. No group has yet said it was behind the bombing, but suspicion will fall on IS, which has attacked military vehicles in the east of the country this year. Still on our international news, 2 former German soldiers have been arrested on suspicion of trying to form a terrorist mercenary force to fight in Yemen's civil war, prosecutors say. Arend Adolf G. and Achin A. face terrorism charges after police raids in southern Germany on Wednesday. They allegedly planned to recruit up to 150 men for a private army made up of former police officers and soldiers. They wanted to offer their services to Saudi Arabia's government for illegal missions in Yemen, prosecutors said. Yemen has been rigged by a civil war between the Saudi Arabian-backed internationally recognized government and the armed Houthi movement since 2014. Saudi Arabia entered the civil war in 2015 shortly after the capture of the capital, Sana'a, by the Houthis, who are supported by Iran. The accused former soldiers wanted Saudi Arabia to finance their private operations in Yemen, prosecutors in Germany said. The men tried to approach Saudi Arabian government agencies, but they received no response and their efforts were unsuccessful. In a statement, police prosecutors outlined extensive and serious allegations against the 2 ringleaders who had military knowledge and skills. The prosecutors alleged that Arend Adolf G. and Achin A. decided to set up a mercenary force under their exclusive command at the start of 2021. They plan to pay each member of their unit a wage of about 40,000 euros a month for their services, according to prosecutors.
Still on the news, now I'll bring you entertainment news.
Eight Nigerian famous celebrities that have gone under the knives. Body enhancement is a new trend all over the world. As people go under the knives, they have various surgeries to enhance their looks, from facelifts to nose jobs, lip fillers, tummy tuck, breast implant, and butt enlargements. Once you have the money, you can get any shape and look like you want to desire. Though it used to be something shameful in a part of the world, but that is no longer the case, as American women and African women and even men are getting into it and no longer ashamed to even flaunt it publicly. Now let's take a look at the list of 8 Nigerian famous celebrities in Nigeria who have allegedly gone under the knife to embellish their curvy looks. 1. Tonto Dike. Never for once has Tonto Dike ever denied the fact that she had her body modified via surgery in order to put on the shape that she has now. She took to Instagram to share a throwback photo and thank God for the impact of the surgery, as she's now self-confident and happy with her current shape. Toke Makinwa. Toke Makinwa's banging body compared side by side to her old skinny shape gave no place for denial for the multimedia personality, as she had to publicly agree and come to terms with the fact that she had gone under the knives. Ini Edo. The actress, who have always been of the opinion that plastic surgery isn't a crime, haven't accepted or refutes the claim that a close look at her old pictures and the sudden killer shape confirms the rumor with her hourglass bomb shape. The top celebrity Ini Edo keeps setting social media on fire with her curves. Chloe, the reality TV star who is known for her slender body and melanin complexion, initially gave hints about her surgery, left many speechless after surgery, after releasing photos of her body on Instagram page. Toyin Lawani. Toyin Lawani has admitted that she had breast implant surgery. The serial entrepreneur made this known on Instagram while replying to a follower who asked if she had an implant. Toyin Lawani also disclosed that she went for a fibroid surgery and breast lump removal in Turkey at the time and not for plastic surgery. Toyin Lawani had admitted that she had breast implant surgery. Mercy Eke. Winner of popular reality show Big Brother Naija, Mercy gave hint that she has gone under the knife with a curvy banging body. Her curve during the show earned her the nickname Queen of Highlight. 7. Nengi. Ex-Big Brother Naija housemate Nengi spoke about her surgery and how she feels about it in the Big Brother Naija house. She revealed that she did liposuction and does not see anything wrong with it. The last but not the least on our list is Iyabo Ojo. The popular Iyabo Ojo in the Nigerian movie industry, precisely Yoruba movie, has a plastic surgery news information, a public knowledge and not a secret. She traveled to Turkey for the surgery, which almost claimed her life. According to her, the surgery was not butt enlargement but a tummy tuck, but many still believe that apart from her tummy, she also had other parts of her body worked on.
And this brings us to the end of our news package for this time, but many thanks to our online viewers for tuning in on our social media platforms. For more updates and latest news, you could also join in on our website at galaxytvonline.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at GalaxyTV. You can also avail our eyewitness feature via WhatsApp. If you have breaking news around you, simply share your story by sending short clips or videos of the news on 0818-6666-669. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live update and comment. And to all our TV viewers here in Nigeria and across the globe, I say many thanks for watching the news on Galaxy Television. Let's do this again some other time. My name is Tife Tanimomo. Bye for now.